we've subdivided into 3 groups. What we're going to do is we've got one grower, and this is basically you're getting access into one of the biggest rose farms in Australia. They've got a few thousand roses they want to clear out, and they've given you access to them at great prices. And the only thing is there's about 150 different roses. Now the main problem with buying roses, there's 2 problems these days with buying roses. First of all, the prices in some of the stores are incredible, 60, 70, 80 bucks for a rose. So roses can be very expensive. The other problem is you go into a store and they've got 1 yellow rose and you need 6 yellow roses for a mass planting. Not only are they too expensive, but they haven't got enough of them. Right now with the Grower Direct Flash Sale, you've got access to the fields and you can get 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 of one variety. So, and if you're having trouble working out which ones to plant or what to do, you can talk to my staff and get a bit of advice. But basically, you've got access to thousands of roses. When you go to your normal store, you've got access to 15 or 18 roses. You've now got access to thousands of them at really, really good prices. So that's stage 1 of the Grower Direct Sale. We've got about 150 different roses. I'm not going to show them all because we just haven't got time. I'm just going to show you a few really beautiful ones, give you a bit of an idea about them. And then you've got to go to our page, it's the Grower Direct Flash Sale page. You go to that page and you've got access to over 150 different roses, whether you want bush roses, climbing roses, standard roses, best range you've ever had available to you. Then, after that, a real lot of my customers want to go Hamptons. They want a Hamptons-style garden or even just a Hamptons flavour in their garden, and we're putting on a Hamptons Grower Direct Flash Sale. So plants that are great for a Hamptons garden, I'll be showing them to you. You'll be able to get them at great prices. And Hamptons, if you went to the Hamptons, you see they're mad about hydrangeas. We've got lots and lots of beautiful hydrangeas, only limited numbers, but lots and lots of beautiful hydrangeas. So Hamptons, and in the Hamptons, a really good sale on hydrangeas within the Hamptons section, because that's really what almost everybody wants who wants a Hamptons-style garden. Then after that, what we've done is with the last 2 Grower Direct Flash Sale, we've noticed some plants are very high demand, like that maybe they got a great price, maybe it's just what people love, whatever. We've noticed that we've actually offered about 170 products over the last couple of weeks, and now what we've done is we went through all of those products and we looked where the high demand and the high interest was, and we've distilled that down to just 30 or 40 hot hits. So you've got 30 or 40 hot, I haven't counted them up, but there's 30 or 40 of the real hot hits from the last couple of weeks. So these are the best buys and the best bargains. And this is a great time because you might be thinking of doing a bit of gardening over the long weekend. And there you are. These are the hottest hits. These are the steaming hot deals. Steaming hot deals available now on the Grower Direct Flash Sale. We've distilled it down to the very best deals of the last couple of weeks. So you've got access to the hot hits, and that'll be the last section. So this is really 3 sales in one. And if you're on TikTok, we'll actually be shutting down and restarting with each of those different sections. So you've got three Grower Direct Flash Sales in one: roses, Hamptons, and then hot hits.
All right, perfect. So thanks for joining us, everyone. So as Chris mentioned there on TikTok, we're going to shut down each clearance live sale as it comes. So first up we have roses, then we'll shut it down. We'll do a new live for the next one, which is the Hampton Gardens, and so on in that order. Please make sure to share and like if you're enjoying our live here today, because it shares it out to the community and helps others find these incredible discounts.
I know that you might have friends that love roses, and if you share and like this to your friends, they got access to these fabulous rose deals as well.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
And then you've all got friends that want Hamptons, and then you've all got friends that want a great deal.
You got friends that want any of these plants.
So you should be liking and sharing all the time.
All right, let's get stuck into it. So let's kick it off with our first rose here today.
So this one here is Double Delight. Now Double Delight is probably the best named rose of all. It's a beautiful rose to look at. Have a look at this rose here. Absolutely fabulous. You've got cream, you've got pink, you've got red, you've got white, and somehow it's combined together beautifully. Now then you're wondering, what's the Double Delight? Well, the Double Delight is that it's one of the most beautiful fragrant roses there is. I always say to my customers that the smelling this is like a punch in the nose. Some roses you wonder if they've got any flavour at all, but this one here, fabulous rich fragrance. These are 2 foot standards. If you went to our catalogue, earlier in the week, they were $49.99. These are $27.99.
Wow.
That's half the price of what you're buying these in most stores, and there's plenty of them. So $27.99 for a 2-foot standard double delight, the one with the fragrance that's like a punch in the nose. I love it.
Amazing, and they look super healthy and bushy as well. For that price, it's really good. Let's move on to our next one here.
Yeah. Now, people love golden roses. Now, I often mix up a golden rose with a nice one like a Blue Moon or a Charles de Gaulle, which are lovely mauvey roses. But this one is Gold Bunny, and Gold Bunny comes out a beautiful bright yellow. Look at that beautiful little, and what Gold Bunny, fairly small flower, no great fragrance, but lots and lots, mountains and mountains of beautiful yellow flowers. So 2-foot standard were $49.99, now $27.99, and they're hard to get. When a nursery gets a load of roses in and there's a few gold ones, they're always the ones gone first.
Absolutely.
So jump, if you're after a golden one, go for them. They're $27.99.
All right, that's the Gold Bunny. Now remember, you can head over to our flash sale, which is on our website right now, where you can purchase these at these incredible prices.
Now, to me, Melbourne is certain things. It's like great coffee. There's beautiful autumn leaves in autumn. There's lots of things that I love about Melbourne. And one of the things I love about Melbourne is Iceberg roses. Now, the last few years, they've become very, very expensive. These are beautiful. Now, Iceberg roses, lots of people have them along with their picket fence, along the front fence. But Iceberg, the reason why Iceberg roses are so popular is people love green and white. But most of all, there's a scale of hardiness of roses. And with that scale of hardiness, it's how susceptible they are to disease, how much you have to spray them. Now, what it is, these have been rated out of 10. These are an 11 for hardiness. So they're 1 over the 10 rating. They're an 11 for hardiness. You can grow these. They're great. As a rose, a person who knew nothing about roses could grow Iceberg roses, not spray them, not hardly do anything, a bit of fertilizer, a bit of water. And so if you know nothing about roses, nothing about pruning them, you're scared of roses, you can grow an Iceberg rose because they're an 11 on the hardiness scale. Great for mass planting. And we had a perfumer smelling them, and what she said is when they're mass planted, absolutely fabulous. She gave them a 6 on the fragrance scale.
Beautiful. The hardy Iceberg rose there on special at $27.99. All right, let's move on to our next one.
Yeah, now what an exquisite colour. Look at this one here. This is Just Joey, and it's a 2-foot standard, and they're normally $39.99, and they're going out for $27.99 as a 2-foot standard, exquisite orange. Now you can combine that with a Charles de Gaulle, a mauve, and do a sort of orange and mauve, beautiful. And they're a hardy, vigorous one with lots and lots of these amazing orange flowers. And really a little bit unusual, and only $27.99.
Amazing. All right, absolutely beautiful. All right, so all of these products are available on our Growers Direct flash sale page. There's a new page there, but if you go to our website, you'll find the banner for the page. You can click through and purchase these now. Or you can call in the store, can't you, Chris? Or come in.
Yeah. So now we have Mr. Lincoln. Now, Mr. Lincoln is an all-time classic. It's been around for years and years and years. Look at that fabulous big red flower. And the smell is heavenly. It's a very, very rich, deep sort of rose. So if you're the sort of person that loves, like if you like dark chocolate, you'll love a red rose. So this is your classic red rose, a great big bloom, big full flower, and fantastic fragrance. And the buds are real classic, like you buy in the shop. Beautiful. So, and this is a rose that would be good to have as a cut flower. And Mr. Lincoln, normally $49.99 for a 2-foot standard, $27.99. Now, what's great about your standard rose is that my mum planted a big rose garden when I was a kid, and she had all the low bush roses, and when you went to weed them or put anything underneath, you cut your hands on the roses. But with the standard rose, you can put beautiful cottage plants underneath and have a layer of, it's like having a 2-story garden. You have a layer of flowers underneath your roses. So 2-story garden, Mr. Lincoln, $27.99.
Lovely. All right, we'll move on to our next one on our rose flash sale here today. These are pretty much half price, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, that's right. Now, these ones here are called Sylvia. Now, the thing is, if you go to our page, we've got 150 choices for you. We're just showing you a few of the best. Now, Sylvia, a lovely modern rose, mass flowering, beautiful, very vigorous, very hardy, and a beautiful pink, sort of with apricot tones, and this is a hardy, tough, fast-growing rose. Great if you wanted to put 10 or 12 roses in as a mass plant. If you go down to the Flemington Racecourse and Melbourne Cup, what's great about the roses there isn't all the different sorts that they planted, but when they plant them, they'll plant 30 of one, and when you put a mass of roses together, the effect is amazing. So,
wow.
And this would be a fabulous rose to be mass planting. It's a beautiful colour, hardy, vigorous, lots of flowers.
Lovely. And so that's the one they have down at Flemington Racecourse, is it, Chris, that last one?
Well, no, but they mass plant them. I was just really talking about mass planting.
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
Now we're starting on the
where can people
3
get
foot
these
standards.
Roses, Chris? On the Growers Direct Flash Sale, yeah?
Yeah. So this one here, and I'll turn this one around so we get a better look. This one here is the Burgundy Iceberg. Now these have been terribly expensive and hard to get. So this has few thorns, mountains and mountains of mass clusters of flowers, flowers and flowers and flowers. And it's an iceberg, but it's not white, it's a burgundy. Now some people just do a mass planting of these, but what looks really good is, say you wanted to do an avenue, maybe up a path or along the front fence, you want to do an avenue of them, you can alternate the white with the burgundy. So alternate white and burgundy together. It looks fantastic, and it's a really interesting, deep, rich burgundy. Now, the thing with the Burgundy Iceberg Standard, they're normally $79.99. They sort of make your hair curl, the price of them. Right now, these ones here are $39.99, and there's only a limited number, and you could mix them up with your icebergs. They'd be fabulous.
Lovely. All right, so we'll move on to our next one. That was the Burgundy Icebergs there.
Now we've got your gold bunny. Now look at this beautiful little bud here. Lovely classic little bud. And look at all the flowers on this tiny head here. They're a ferocious, gold bunny is a ferocious flower, and probably the best bright yellow you can get. So gold bunny, beautiful, ferocious flowering, fabulous gold. Look at this beautiful, pure gold flower here, and look at this lovely golden buds here. Really, really pretty. And this is one that has a nice tight little head on it, lots and lots of flowers. And Gold Bunny Standards normally $69.99 for $34.99. So wow. $34.99, you're basically getting access directly to the grower. You're in there buying them directly off the field, and if you want a 10 or a dozen, that's possible.
Beautiful. And you can call us if you like, if you prefer just calling the old traditional way, 039359 3331 to purchase any of these roses you see here today at these amazing prices. They are limited quantities as well, so keep that in mind. Now,
this is an exquisite rose. I want you to look at this one here in particular. Look at that delicate pink there. It is absolutely awesome. You've got a beautiful, gentle fragrance here, and this one here is called Mother's Love. So you can buy one of these for your mum, you buy one for your wife, but it's called Mother's Love. The colour, it's the softest pink you'll ever find, and it's a beautiful classical shaped rose. Have a look at this beautiful bud here, and then it opens out into a lovely full flower as you see here, and the colour is exquisite. So, and Mother's Love is normally very expensive. It's normally $72.99, nearly $100. Now you can get nearly 3 of them for $100. They're $39.99. So $39.99 for Mother's Love.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
beautiful big double flower there on those.
Now this Mount Shasta is fantastic. This is what's interesting about this. A lot of your white roses have got virtually no fragrance. Mount Shasta has a beautiful, sweet rose fragrance. It's a really lovely, lovely rose. It's a strong performer, and it's a big, beautiful white rose with fabulous, not a powerful perfume, but a really good perfume, and normally are $69.99. So you've got them for $34.99. So get into it. You plant 4 or 5, half a dozen of them. Get into it.
They're like a premium iceberg or something, aren't they? Those ones.
Yeah, they are.
All right, all of these are available at our Growers Direct Flash Sale.
Now, we actually hired a perfumer, and we'll publish more information about that, to come along and smell the roses. She actually got paid to go out and smell the roses. At any rate, this was her highest rating one for fragrance. I'm going to have a smell now. But the scent of that one there is heavenly. And we went out to the rose farm. We smelled maybe 100 different roses, and this one here was one of the top 2. And it's called Perfume. It's called Perfume Passion, and the smell is up. If you're into rose fragrance, this is the rose to buy. We had a perfumer go out, rate them all, and this was in the top 2, but probably the nicest the structure of the fragrance is fantastic and the strength is fantastic. And the other comment she made, a lot of the things she had to sniff 2 or 3 times, she said, you pick up this smell instantly. And when I smelled that then, the smell was absolutely instant. And Perfume Passion, normally $80, $79.99, is now $39.99. So an incredible steal. Have a look at a beautiful mass flowering, fabulous rose. Have a look at that there.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
Absolutely awesome rose. If that was $100, it would still be worth buying. Perfume Passion, incredible rose.
Beautiful. And I'm just being told our website is currently down and they're fixing it at the moment. So you still can purchase any of these products you see here by giving us a call because they are in limited supply. So they will go quickly at these prices. You can call us on 03 9359 331, or they can come and visit us in store, can't they, Chris?
Yeah, the problem is these rose deals are so damn good, it's probably buggered up the website. So we're going to push on, and you guys will be able to go to the website afterwards. I'm sure that they'll be able to patch it up.
They're working on it madly in the background.
When the enthusiasm of the customers dies down a little, you know. So anyway, here we've got
Sentimental, yeah.
Sentimental. Now I'm feeling sentimental. Just look at that. What a gorgeous flower. Look at that multicolored flower there. If you want an exciting and interesting rose, maybe you want to grow one in a pot on your patio, this Sentimental is fantastic. Lovely gentle fragrance, really, really nice. Normally $79.99, now $39.99.
Beautiful. All right. It's our Growers Direct Rose Flash Sale right now.
Now we're down to bush roses, and here we've got, we'll have to look, this one here is called Abraham Derby. And this is one of your old-fashioned English-style roses. It's kind of, it's a rough thing to say, but it's a complex sort of flower, almost like a cabbage or something, like a really interesting big flower. And you'll find that your Abraham Derby, very, very strong grower, beautiful apricot sort of colours, but this is a chance. Often you go to your local nurseries, it'll be $70-80 for a English-style rose. These are $19.99, and our internet is still functioning. $19.99 for Abraham Derby, a classic English rose.
Beautiful. All part of our Growers Direct Flash Sale with the roses. Now, website's back up, Chris.
What's that?
The website's back up.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Just ease up on the website a little. It's suffering with all the interest. Okay, so here we've got Bonica. Now, Bonica flowers in clusters, and it beautiful. It's a fairly compact bush. I was sort of out amongst the roses the other day, and a lovely compact bush covered in these soft pink flowers for months and months and months. So if you want a mass flowering rose, say you want to put a rose hedge in front of your house, you could not go wrong with this one here. 5 or 6 months of the year of thousands and thousands of cute little soft pink flowers. Really, really lovely. Dense foliage, and it doesn't grow too big. It's not a big rose, and you can also get it as a standard, but it's a really, really good rose, and inexpensive. Instead of $39.90, which is our normal price, you're $19.99.
Lovely. All right, moving on to the next rose product here.
Now we've had Gold Bunny. You've seen Gold Bunny as a 2-foot. Gold Bunny is a 3-foot. Now here's beautiful ones here. Add these to your rose collection. This is probably the best gold you can get on the market. And normally they're $39.99, and these are $19.99. So beautiful gold bunnies. Lovely. That gold is just so clear.
Lovely. All right, if you're enjoying our live today, make sure to love it, like it, and share it far and wide so people can discover these awesome rose deals that we've got going on right now.
Now, if you've got a country property and you want to have 7 months of the year, you want to have an ocean of green and white. If you want your place to look like a billionaire's property, this is the way to go. Mass plant these iceberg bush roses. Now, and the thing is, it's so inexpensive. These iceberg bush roses here, instead of $39.99, they're $19.99. You'll find icebergs are strong growing. They're disease-free. On the hardiness scale of 0 to 10, they're actually rated as an 11. They're the only rose you can get that's an actual 11 on the chart. And so, and when you mass plant them, they give off a beautiful fragrance. But you've got 7, 8, 9 months a year of fragrance. You don't have to spray them. You just water them, you fertilise them, you hack them back once a year, let them come again. So Iceberg roses, fabulous buy, and $19.99 instead of $39.99.
All right, beautiful.
So here we have a nice modern rose called Jazz. Look at that. It's a sort of a cheeky pink and white. Strong grower, plenty of flowers, gentle little fragrance, jazzy little. Really, it's a jazzy little thing. It's a bright colour. I think it's very aptly named. Lots and lots of flowers. And instead of $49.99, they're $19.99. So
wow,
$19.99.
That colour is amazing too. Yeah. If you're looking at on the back screen there.
Yeah, it's an exciting. It's an uplifting. It's sort of an uplifting, bright kind of a colour, and $19.99 instead of $49.99.
Yep. So right now you can get these beautiful roses, heavily discounted as part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Yeah. It's only limited quantities, and it only goes for a week. This sale, so
now it's quick. Pity this one, these flowers here are a little bit past their best, but this one here is called RSL, and it comes as a beautiful dark sort of mauvey orange colour, really good, and it's been done in support of the RSL. Instead of paying $49.99, you're paying $19.99, so $19.99 for RSL rose.
Lovely.
Have we done Gold Bunny? Oh, these are Gold Bunny climbers. Climbing Gold Bunny. So here we are. This is the 4th time climbing. You must be destined to own a Gold Bunny. So if you weren't excited by having a standard Gold Bunny or a bush Gold Bunny, here it is, a climbing Gold Bunny. So what you do is you put a bit of trellis up on the wall, and you can cover a whole wall of an ugly old shed or something like that with this beautiful yellow flowering, brilliant gold flowering. You can see, look at all these flowers on these young bushes. This is just going to flower and flower and flower. 5 or 6 months of the year, beautiful yellow flowers. Cover a wall, cover a fence, you could even grow it if you build like a little pergola out in the garden and put a couple of these around it and grow it right over the top. Beautiful, lovely, beautiful gold. And the climbing roses grow much faster than the bush roses. So Gold Bunny climbing.
Hey, we've got a pretty good question here. We have got time to actually ask some questions just in relation to this live. Ali asks, how does this live work if you want to buy, Chris?
Well, what you do is we've got a page that you go to. You go to the page and you can say, well, look, actually, there's a myriad of ways. You can ring up and just buy over the phone. You ring up my staff right now. We've got 3 or 4 people to answer the phone. You can ring up and buy over the phone. You can go online and you can make a purchase. We've got the Grower Direct Flash Sale. If you go to to my website front page, you'll be get directed into the Grower Direct Flash Sale. Go straight online, pick out the thing you want to buy, and you can come in here and you can pick it up. Or if you spend over $300, over half of Victoria, we deliver for free. When you spend over $300, so you can get delivery. You can pick it up here. You can ring up and buy it. You can come in here. And say, well, gee, I've got some great deals, but I don't know what to put in my garden. You can come in and get a free garden design. So we've got free delivery, free garden design, and yeah.
Can't go wrong. You're completely sorted. There's also a QR code behind, just next to Chris's head there, which you can scan. If you can scan it off your phone, that'll take you directly to the page to purchase these products.
Yeah. Now, what we have here is we have a climbing Mr. Lincoln. And I remember this has been around for so long. When I was 9 or 10, I was working I was a gardener for an old retired photographer, and I used to have to prune one of these, and we had one just as you on the right hand side as you came through the gate of a garden. She had a couple of big poles up there, and we had a great big one of these here, and she loved those big dark coloured red flowers with fabulous fragrance. So climbing Mr. Lincoln, if you want a real garden classic, this is it. A climbing Mr. Lincoln, beautiful big flowers and plenty of them. And we didn't discuss the price. The price of a climbing Mr. Lincoln reduced from $41.99 to $19.99.
Yeah, beautiful pricing.
So and wow, if you go to the Grower Direct Flash Sale, if you go to our rose page, what you're going to find is we're only going to show you a tiny corner of what we've got. We're going to show you 150 different roses, climbing, bush, standard, all different roses. Now what we have here is we have Westerland. And our Westerland, very interesting flower. If you like something sort of delicate, exotic, old-fashioned, cottagey, this would be This would be a lovely fragrance too. This would be a beautiful rose in a cottage garden, perhaps growing over a pergola or growing on the veranda. And it's an open flower, sort of a semi-double, very old-fashioned. It sort of has a romance to it, and this is called Westerland, and it's instead of $41.99, it's $19.99. So you can get into and have fabulous roses in your garden for really good prices.
Lovely, and there's more roses than what we've just shown here on the live. Just one sec, boys, before we get into that next section of the sale. There's more roses than that, isn't there, Chris, that are actually available on this Rose Flash Sale?
There's 150 roses. I think in 3-foot standards, there's nearly 60 different sorts of 3-foot standards. 3-foot standards, incidentally, are the most popular rose, the 3-foot standard, and they're all, like, it doesn't matter whether you're going for bush rose, climbing rose, 3-foot standard or 2-foot standard, the prices are just absolutely fantastic. It's really, you're buying direct off the field, direct from the grower.
Bonkers pricing, that's right. And there's only limited quantities. Now we are going to go into our Hamptons portion of this flash sale. But before we do, we're going to just say goodbye to our TikTok viewers here for the Rose Flash Sale. And then in between, Chris, you could maybe just go over your philosophy behind the Growers Direct Flash Sale. We pull up a new live for the Hamptons Flash Sale. So for those of you watching us on TikTok, the other social platforms are fine, but those of you on TikTok, if you want to come to the Hamptons Flash Sale, you'll have to come back to our page and check that out. But those of you on the other platforms, you can stay there. We're going to go into it. Before we do though, Chris, give us a bit of a philosophy on this sale.
My dad was mad keen. He bought a flower farm by accident. It was the cheapest place in the age that weekend, and the flowers popped up everywhere, and he loved it. And so he gradually got into moved from being an accountant across to being in the nursery and horticultural business. And I started helping my dad as soon as I could walk. I can remember walking knee deep through ploughed fields of hot earth when I was just probably in a nappy, I'd imagine, I could just walk, and I was out there trying to help my dad. And as his nursery grew, I helped him. We collected seed, we grew all different sorts of plants. And I used to deliver and work with the other nurserymen. So there was hundreds of different nurseries in Monbulk, and I'd be doing deliveries in my dad's old Land Rover, delivering his plants. And at any rate, I developed a real love for the industry, and I've stayed in the industry all my life, doing various different things within the industry. And what I've always wanted to do is I've always wanted to kind of bring that beautiful, I think that we have the most diverse and interesting horticultural industry in the world. And I've always wanted to make that available to everybody, have everybody be able to have access to it. And with the Grower Direct Sale, it's a kind of a new concept in marketing plants. But what it does more than ever, I've been out in the fields, like the last 3 weeks, I've spent days out in the field talking to growers, looking at plants, working out deals, working out stuff. And I think I spent 5 hours working in rose fields this week, and that was just one of the places I visited. So I've had access back to the fields. Like, instead of working here in my nursery all the time, I've got out there and I've got back in communication with people that I've been dealing with for 40 and 50 years, and even some a bit longer. But what it is that what I'm excited about is that now I can actually have people, and we're going to keep on doing this, and the goal is to really increase it so that people really feel that they can have access to and participate in this wonderful horticultural industry that we have in Victoria.
Beautiful. All right, guys, we're going to get stuck into the Hamptons. This is now the Hamptons Flash Sale, Hamptons Gardens Flash Sale, Growers Direct Flash Sale happening right now. Let's get stuck into the first product.
Okay, now the thing is, with the Hamptons, a lot of your hedges have got purple leaves or red leaves or yellow flowers or something like that. And with the Hamptons, what you want is green. And what you have here is a Sublime lily pilly, and this is the lily pilly to have in your Hamptons garden if you want to have a lily pilly hedge. Beautiful, doesn't grow too big, not too rampant, and beautiful dark green on the old growth, light soft green on the new growth, a sort of a limey green, but green on green. And the other thing about your Sublime lily pilly, there's a few bugs around tucking into all the lily pillies all over Melbourne, decimating, eating the leaves off them, and the bugs don't eat this one here. It's a variety that the bugs don't eat, so it's bug free, you don't have to spray it, and it's green on green. So really beautiful. And the thing is that this Sublime is normally not only is it normally hard to get, but it's normally very expensive. Our normal price is $42.99, and our Grower Direct flash sale price is $19.99. And this is one of your hot hits. It's been one of the hottest things for the last couple of weeks.
Beautiful. All right, so these are live on our Growers Direct flash sale page right now. We're looking at Hamptons Gardens, guys.
Yeah, now, I did a Hamptons garden design this morning, and silver birch is great for Hampton. Silver birch is great for Hamptons garden, but what's better than a silver birch is a moss white birch. A moss white birch has a much wider trunk. It's been specially selected about 40 years ago by a chap called Jack Moss. He selected this as the best birch on the market, and nurserymen produce these by grafting them. They're normally very hard to get. They're normally very expensive. But if you want a crystal white trunk, beautiful straight upright birch, lovely form, strong growing, these are the best you'll get. And normally you'd expect to pay $120 for a nice 6-foot moss white birch like this, and these are $79.99. And when you plant them, plant 2 or 3 at a time. Plant them in a clump. The best thing about a silver birch is the white trunk. And so if you have 2 or 3 white trunks, you've multiplied the goodness factor by 2 or 3. So clump them up, moss white silver, and you can afford to do it. Moss white silver birches for $79.99. You can't beat it.
Right, beautiful. Leave us some likes and some loves as well on this live, so it shares far and wide if you're enjoying it.
This has been one of the hottest sellers in the last couple of weeks, and it's a crazy deal. I sold about quite a few of them on Sunday. So your English box topiary ball, 16-inch. Now go down to your local nursery, and these will be $300 or $400. There's people wholesaling these for $200. And this is probably 5 or 6 years old, beautifully shaped, ready to make a really classic look in your garden. Great for your Hamptons garden, and they're $99.99. That's incredible.
That's incredible. It's unheard of.
Yeah, for
a third of the cost at your regular nursery.
Yeah. Then your Japanese box. Now, Japanese box is faster growing, brighter sort of limey green, so fast growing, brighter limey green, very, very tough. And really good if you want to grow topiary or hedging, sort of say 2 foot to 6 foot tall, very fast, very, very attractive, and often expensive and hard to get. Our normal price is $5.99. Right now we're doing it for $2.99, and there's 500 of them available. So a number of people could plant a beautiful hedge with these.
Absolutely. So these are limited quantities, as Chris just mentioned then, as part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. That's how we do it so cheap. We only have limited quantities available. So if you want to jump on these, head over to the page, the Growers Direct Flash Sale page. You can scan that QR code, or you can head to our website and start purchasing now if you love any of these Hamptons Gardens products.
Yeah, now this is a Japanese box ball. This is quite a few years old, clipped into a beautiful ball. Lovely formal look, and this will grow quickly into a much bigger ball if you want. And generally they're pretty pricey. Our normal price is $329, and this one here, or we've got a number of them for sale, 10 of them in fact, at $269. And if you bought 2 of these, you can get a free delivery over most of Victoria. And 2 of these would look really good at the entrance of your garden. Yeah. So add a bit of class. Now
share this live, leave some loves and some likes. Chris is working overtime here to get you these deals.
What it is you'd be doing your friends, if you've got a friend who's putting their garden together or fixing up their garden, if you put them in touch with these specials, you'd be doing them a favour. So give us a like. And now what you've got here is, and you'd be amazed, you know that this would be, from when they put the cutting in, this would be 5 years old. And you'd expect to pay a fortune for this. Normally $199, $119.50. Hang on, this is a 12-inch. This is a 10-inch. You need to get a 12-inch.
All right, we've got the wrong product displayed.
You got the wrong product. Yeah.
So it's an even big.
I think this one here is about $79.99.
Wow.
So $79.99. Can you grab a 12-inch one of those?
Which is actually incredible, because they take, as you say, a long time to get to that size.
Yeah, but the 12-inch at $119, you'll see what a good deal they are when you look at this.
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's go to the next one.
Yep.
Now, in your Hamptons, green and white with a pop of colour is kind of what it's all about. And here, these start flowering in September, and they flower right through till May. and beautiful green and white. You can put these in pots, put them in garden beds, put them in between stuff, but this is the way to get some real massive green and white, a big green and white effect in the garden. They love a bit of water, they love a bit of osmocote, and calibrations down at your local nurseries, I'd expect you to be paying $12 or $14 each. These are $6.99 for beautiful
Absolutely
bushy
beautiful.
plants. Yeah.
We're just going to circle back to that 12-inch English box that Chris was talking about before. I think you'll be pretty impressed with this one at that price, hey?
It's good that they put the
It's
little
actually
one
good
up
they
first
put the little one,
because-
so I thought it was good value, the little one.
Yeah. So
Jeez.
this one here, if you buy one of these, you'll feel guilty because this is probably 10 or 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And because the English box only grows a few inches a year, at any rate, instead of $200, which is our normal price on these are $119.99. So $119.99.
So for $240, you could have a grand entrance to your house with two of those, couldn't you?
Yeah, and you could grow these in a pot. And what's great about these is, say for instance, say you wanted a bit of excitement in your garden, you'd pop these in a nice pot and put something like this underneath, and have beautiful green and white flowers cascading over the side of the pot. And I'll be talking about them in a minute. But basically, this gives you room to have flowers down here and then a bit of evergreen.
Lovely. All right, we want to get
Wonderfulness at
this.
the top.
Want to get this live shared wide and far, so please love and like this live as you're watching it. It really does help us get into the algorithms of everybody's social platforms there. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, just leave a like anyway because you're enjoying it, and these deals are crazy good.
So this is a white convolvulus. Now, white convolvulus, fabulous plant. You can plant this on top of a wall. If you've got an ugly concrete wall you want to cover up, plant it on top, and it'll drop down a metre and a half, even 2 metres down with plenty of water and fertiliser. So you can use it to cover a wall. Put it in a hanging basket, or do it as a ground cover under your roses. If you say you bought the Mount Shasta rose, beautiful white rose, this would be the best ground cover you could put underneath. Now, if you're interested in roses, what's interesting about this is that your roses are going to start flowering middle of October, and this will be in bloom by the middle of October, and they're going to flower right through till the end of May, and this will flower right through till the end of May. So if you want something that flowers along in harmony with your roses, this is the best thing ever to plant under your roses. And it's also for another reason. What it is that if you plant a real showy flower under your roses, they go into competition with each other. It's like having two stars competing with each other. This is a beautiful sort of simple support act for something exciting like a beautiful rose, like your Mount Shasta. So white convolvulus, normally $9.99 down to $6.99.
Beautiful. All right, head over to our Growers Direct flash sale right now on our website.
Yeah.
We can get
so
these.
here we've got, this is a product I used to sell as blooming box. Beautiful green, dense, fine foliage, just like an English box. We can trim this into a nice hedge, and all through summer you've got a lovely lot of beautiful little white flowers. I'll see if I can show this to you. But see that's them there. See the lovely little white flowers? So beautiful white flowers. One that I used to call Bloomin' Box, which is kind of a fun, good name. And instead of paying $9.99 with these right now, you're paying $6.99. So $6.99 for white flowering blooming box.
All right, awesome. These are all available on our Growers Direct flash sale. We're looking at Hamptons Gardens right now.
Now, a beautiful formal looking tree is your Glauca pencil pine. It grows fast, it grows tall and narrow, it's green, it doesn't have too many nuts. These will grow way over a metre a year, so you can plant them along a fence, create an avenue, get that lovely formal look. And these Glauca pencil pines, normally they're $29.99. Right now they're $17.99. So $17.99 Glauca pencil pines, really, really cheap. A lot of nurseries wouldn't even have little 6-inch pots for that price. So really you're paying for a 6-inch pot barely and getting a nice big 8-inch pot.
Awesome. Awesome prices on our Growers Direct flash sale. They're limited quantities, so don't miss out on these deals.
So Dianella Breeze, 6-inch pot, beautiful lush green. If you've got a shady corner in your Hamptons garden, or you just want to get some beautiful lush green, maybe in between your box balls or your pencil pines or something like that, really lush, wonderful green. Normally $14.99. These are $9.99. So $9.99, beautiful lush green. And in my garden designs, I'll use Dianella much more often than I use Liriope. Liriope's all the rave, but the problem is the bugs get into it. It's not as good or as reliable as your Australian. That's a lush-looking Australian native grass that's as beautiful as the Lirio, but much, much hardier.
Beautiful.
And this is probably my favourite Australian grass, and I would use these very often in a Hamptons garden design. This is called Little Jess. Now, Little Jess grows 50 or 60 centimetres tall, and what I love is that weepy little top on it. See that weepy top? And it's lush and green. You can treat this really, really mean. You don't have to nurse it along, and it'll stay lush and green. I often see it in car parks and things like that, and it keeps this beautiful lush green. And it's only a 50, 60 centimetre tall plant. So if you're after some lush green with that lovely little weepy top on it, and it'll grow in the most difficult spots and look fantastic. So Little Jess, normally $14.99. Right now these are $9.99.
Yeah, they look awesome. For landscaping, that'd be fantastic. Thanks everyone for joining us today on the live. We're currently doing our Hamptons Growers Direct Flash Sale right now. Isn't that right, Chris?
Yes.
So you can purchase, all of these are purchasable. They are in limited quantities and they will sell very fast.
Right.
All right, next up.
Could the boys give me a nice big hanging basket of silver Dichondra
right, we can
really
that.
see it, and we'll just skip to the next one and come back to that.
All right, we're going to come back to this one here, and
so
we'll
give
get
me
to
a nice
the
big
next
basket, and I'll do that next. Okay. So
all right, we're looking at our first hydrangea here.
Right now, this Hydrangea, this is its first time it's ever been on offer in Australia. It's only just come on the market, and what this is this is a paniculata hydrangea. Paniculata hydrangeas are the ones most used in the Hamptons. Now what's interesting is, have a look at this. This is a 1-year-old plant, and it's got 6 flowers.
That's gorgeous.
And it's a gorgeous flower. It's got the most beautiful, it's got its most beautiful petal shape. It's just gorgeous. I wonder if we could do a close-up of the
yeah, we
flower
can do
head.
a close-up here on this platform. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Keep it there. Look at that. Big blooming flowers.
Yeah, now the thing with these is that when you look in American books on Hamptons gardens, they have hydrangea trees. They grow them out in the full sun. This will grow in the full sun if it's well watered. So you can grow this out in the full sun. You can train it up on a trunk and grow it up into a beautiful big hydrangea tree. So for a hydrangea you can grow in the full sun, you can't beat this one here. And it's only new on the market. It's called Hydrangea Graffiti. Normally $49.99. We've got them for $34.99. That you won't get these anywhere else for that sort of money.
That's amazing.
Just
we're going to circle back to the Dichondra Silver Falls.
Yes.
And we've got an example here as well, Chris.
Yeah, so what it is, these ones here have just been watered and they're not really a great colour, but I thought I'd get one that's a great colour. This is a silver Dichondra here. Now, silver Dichondra is one of the most versatile plants for your Hamptons garden. I plant them, if you're say planting tractor seats, or you're planting the Foxtail Fern, if you're planting tractor seats or Foxtail Ferns, what happens is that these planted underneath will bring them to life. That you can have them covering over a wall, put them in a hanging basket. Maybe you're putting hydrangeas in a pot and you want to have something cascading over the side of the pot. Look beautiful on a nice dark black pot or grey pot or charcoal pot. So you use these cascading, use them as a lawn, use them as an underplanting, put them in amongst your paving. Very, very versatile and often a little bit expensive, normally $14.99. Right now your Silver Falls are $10.99. So $10.99 from $14.99 Silver Falls, and they'll cover a big area quite quickly.
Absolutely beautiful. All right, we're going to move on to our next product here as part of the Hamptons Growers Direct Flash Sale. These are all products which are great for Hamptons gardens.
Hercules is next.
So we've got the Hydrangea Annabelle next.
Yeah, Hercules isn't here. Okay.
Hydrangea Annabelle.
So Hydrangea
Arborescens Annabelle.
Okay, so here's Annabelle down here.
Four down, yeah.
Annabelle normally now, if you look at this, I hopefully we'll have some. This is the most amazing one for mass planting. Beautiful, beautiful, attractive leaf, masses of beautiful, perfect white ball flowers, and normally pretty pricey and hard to get. Particularly, so we've priced them so you can mass plant them. So not $49.99, but $25.99. So $25.99. Hydrangea Annabelle.
How many do you have to put in to get a cluster like that?
4 or 5.
Okay.
4 or 5. These just, once they're 2 years old, they'll just flower and flower and flower. They need a couple of years to get established, and then they just flower like crazy. These are 1 year old now, so another year from now you'll be in the thick of it.
Absolutely beautiful. Now leave us some likes and loves if you're enjoying this Growers Direct Flash Sale Hamptons edition. Limited quantities, you can purchase any and all of these. Call us up, go on the website.
So now we've got Hydrangea Candlelight. Now Candlelight is another paniculata. It's a very upright growing. It's one that'll take a lot of sun as long as you water it well. Beautiful white flower. These are just baby white flowers. It'll have big white flowers about 50, 60 centimeters tall next year when it's more mature. But what's great about these is these are normally very expensive. These are reduced from $19.99 to $15.99. Not a small pot, but great way if you wanted to mass plant a few nice hydrangeas, particularly hydrangea, really good plant for $19.99. Great way to fill up your garden with hydrangea.
All right, lovely. That's the Hydrangea Candlelight. $15.99 as part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale, limited quantities.
Right. Okay. So here we have. This is the old-fashioned macrophylla hydrangea, and this is your big grower, and it has the big white flowers. So this is your white flowering.
We're just pulling it up on the screen.
Your white flowering.
There we go.
Macrophylla hydrangea.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a big. So if you want big white flowers, you've got a shady spot, plenty of water, grows like crazy, flowers like crazy. One of the easiest hydrangeas of all to grow, and beautiful white flowers, and big white flowers too.
Lovely. Nothing says it more than hydrangeas for a Hamptons garden, isn't that right, Chris?
That's right. Now you've got these ones are 8-inch pots. These ones are going to give you a nice cluster of 8 or 10 flowers next. So if you were to buy these ones here, you're going to have 8 or 10 flowers on each of these next spring.
Beautiful.
So and spring through to Christmas. So if you want a bit of action in the garden, these are the same white ones as we had before, but bigger, older ones, and they'll have more flowers this year.
Absolutely amazing. Don't forget you can purchase any and all of these. Limited quantities apply.
Right.
There's great prices.
So here we have the candlelight. Oh no! This is not. This is
Sundae Fraise.
Sundae Fraise, and so Sundae Fraise. Sundae Fraise is the most sought after hydrangea at the moment. Normally very expensive in your local store, but we've got them freshly potted in an 8-inch pot, and instead of $39.99, most places you'd be paying $50 for these. These are $24.99. Now Sundae Fraise, beautiful big white flowers. They're like when you get a mature bush of this flowering, the flowers are like big white balloons floating above them. But when I'm doing, I get a lot of people coming in wanting a Hamptons garden, and they've got a sunny front yard, and this is one you can plant in the sun as long as you pump the water into it. So keep the water up to it, fertilise it, and Sundae Fraise, most sought after hydrangea, perhaps the best one to put in the sun.
Absolutely. We had a few questions about that last week. So yeah, if you want a full sun hydrangea, that's the Sundae Fraise.
Now here we've got...
Hang on, did we say what the price of the Sundae Fraise? So
$24.99.
There you go, $24.99. Boom.
Now, I was talking to a nurseryman the other day, and we were talking about the enormous demand for bay trees. And the problem with the enormous demand for bay trees, people are selling smaller and smaller bay trees for bigger and bigger prices in smaller and bigger pots. So I was really excited when I found these bay trees here. These are 10-inch pots, and you can see I'm 1.8. They're probably about 1.5, 1.6, and 1.5 or 1.6.
Yeah.
Now, bay trees are fabulous for making a topiary. They're fabulous for making a pleached hedge. They're great for hedging themselves. That you can clip them quite narrow. They're very, very hardy. They're frost hardy. They're long-lived. Really fabulous hedging plant. And normally you'd be paying $59.99 for something like that, and these are $49.99. And I think for around 1.5, 1.6 metres, you will not get a bigger bay for that sort of money. So it's the biggest bay you'll get anywhere in Melbourne for that sort of money, $49.99, and at that price you can afford to mass plant them.
So good, and you can use them in your cooking, and they're so versatile.
Now, tractor seats, hottest item for the last couple of years, and they're all going into Hamptons garden. Plant these in morning sun, afternoon shade, dappled shade or deep shade, and these will get great big leaves the size of a dinner plate. Really classy looking, really exciting to the eye, and they can be a little bit expensive to buy around the traps. And we've been selling these ones cheap for $18.99, but on the Grower Direct Flash Sale this week, we've got 100 of them available for $14.99. beautiful, big, really, really nice tractor seats at a price you can afford, $14.99, and they look really good. At $14.99, you can afford to plant 4 or 5 together, and they look great when you plant a few together.
Yeah, they already look advanced at that price. Now, if you do want to get these unbelievably priced items today, you just head over to our website, Growers Direct Flash Sale, or you can call in the store 0393593331. We've got sales staff on standby. To get any of these deals, they are limited quantities, so you do need to take advantage of it. Make sure to like and love our social platforms as you're enjoying this live here today. It definitely helps others discover this incredible deals.
Right, so here we've got Lime Tuft. Now, Lime Tuft in Australia, it's a sort of a hybridized Australian native grass. And what's great about it, a lot of grasses get seeds or flowers, and then you have to trim them and do things with them. Your Lime Tuft is just green and lush and beautiful, so it gives you that beautiful green on green look. It's sort of it's a lime, beautiful soft limey green, so great colouring for your Hamptons garden. And you can grow these sort of along the edge of the drive or anywhere where you want sort of low maintenance, lush green. Now normally your Lime Tuft is $16.99, and these ones here are $10.99, and they're beautiful big plants. They'll make an immediate impact in the garden, and they grow quickly, and they really don't give you any seeds or rubbish or trouble. They're really great plant, Lime Tuft.
All right, get these deals while they're hot. They're not going to last, limited quantities. Growers Direct Flash Sale. All right, okay. Next product.
Now, I think this is one of the best deals we've ever had. And it's on again. It's one of these really, really hot deals. And at any rate, a lot of people come in here looking for, say, a teddy bear magnolia. And a teddy bear magnolia this big is $189. And most nurseries would charge over $100 for a little gem this size here. But we've got these enormous, healthy, beautiful little gems grown by a really, really good grower. These little gems are $49.99. That's $49.99. They're about 1.5 metres out of the pot, $49.99. And the little gems flower. These have got flowers coming on them now. They flower with beautiful white flowers. They're great for a hedge, great for a specimen. Grow them as a pot plant. Really, really versatile and really tough. Like, we sell thousands of plants, and every so often somebody rings up and goes, "Oh, I bought this, it didn't grow." I can't remember the last time somebody said their little gems didn't grow. Little gems grow. They're very reliable and easy to grow. And for $49.99, you might be jazzing up a house to sell, and you need a bit of impact at a low price. You couldn't beat those. Now
Absolutely
we've got
incredible.
your Lady Di. Now, your Lady Di is one of my favourite climbers, and the reason is a lot of climbers flower for 2, 3, 4 weeks of the year. Lady Di flowers for 5 or 6 months of the year. And what it is, it never flowers a lot. Like these don't even have a lot of flowers on them at the moment. Never flowers a lot. What it does, it has a beautiful lush, it's an evergreen, beautiful lush green foliage. Beautiful lush green foliage, and it will quickly cover whatever you put it on. It needs some sort of wire or support or trellis or something to grow on, but it'll quickly cover whatever you're doing. And then it's dotted for 5, 6 months of the year, dotted with clusters of beautiful white flowers, which look fantastic against the dark green foliage. So it's modern, it's classy, it's fast, it's easy to grow, and it's the longest flowering, or the second longest flowering climber that I can think of. But beautiful flowers and very, very long climbing.
Yeah, and really suits that Hamptons garden style, doesn't it, that one?
Yeah, I did a Hamptons-style garden, and they had a beautiful archway recently, and we put it over the archway. Really, really fabulous.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, we're running a little bit ahead of schedule, which is great, because we're about to get to our hottest items list, which is our next flash sale. Just want to let those of you know who are watching us on the social platforms, these are real deals, aren't they, Chris? Like, these are
this is a real deal.
Like, these are actually, and also we had a customer ask if we're open all long weekend, and what do we want to say to that, Chris?
Oh, we're closing on Christmas Day, otherwise we're open.
Yeah, we never close at Hello Hello Plants.
I'm thinking about opening one Christmas Day, but at the moment we're open. We're closed every Christmas Day, and every other day of the whole year we're open.
Doesn't matter where you're watching us from, you can get on a plane and head over for the long weekend and come purchase your plants here from Hello
Now have a look at these beautiful blossoms here. This is a falling snow weeping cherry. Go down to your local nursery, 16-inch pot. You'll be paying $200. You'll be paying $249, $269. Some will be even charge you $299. Now this is a particularly good one. What it is, it's got a nice thick trunk because it's a couple of years old, and it's got, and the head is 2 years old. Now what that means is that this spring this is going to be covered in the most beautiful white blossom, just like you see here. So fabulous show this spring. Now the thing is, is that I thought what I'd do is I'd do the old-fashioned kind of retail trick and do something below cost. Now, these are normally in the store, in our store, that we sell them cheap for $200. But right this week in the Grower Direct Flash Sale, and I promise you will not get this next week, $59.99. So $59.99 in the Grower Direct Flash Sale. You can put two of these, one on either side of the front path. Fabulous plant, white blossom this spring, couple of years old, beautiful falling snow weeping cherry, and what it is I thought I'd put one thing in that would drive people crazy and cause hundreds of people to come in this weekend.
Yeah, this is our below cost crazy deal as part of, I mean, all these deals are crazy, but this one is the below cost one.
Yeah.
So definitely don't want to miss out. If you want a weeping cherry, now is the time to get it. That's incredible price there.
And if you're after one of these, get in here early tomorrow morning or ring up right now or go online and buy it, because these are not going to last.
That's right. There's only a few of these at that price as well. So really do want to jump on that. For that is an amazing deal.
Yeah, so falling snow weeping cherry, you haven't heard wrong, $59.99. At your local nursery, $59.99 wouldn't even be a deposit to secure one of these.
Also, if you can't get in here on the weekend, you can quickly jump online and purchase it now. If you wanted to sneakily get in there before someone else, go to the Growers Direct Flash Sale. We're in the Hamptons Gardens products at the moment, but yeah, don't miss out, guys. These deals are pretty good.
And the thing is, with something like that cherry, if you spend over $300, you buy a few of the cherries, get some other bits and pieces. Now this one here, do you know this is a great deal? It's a funny thing. This one here is really, really cheap. It's $69.99. Now the funny thing is half the size of the $59.99, and it illustrates to some extent how cheap that $59.99 is. This is $69.99, still really cheap. Now if you had a small garden bed, or maybe you've got a big pot, maybe you're living up 12 floors somewhere and you want to have some really classic Japanese blossom in the springtime, you can grow this in a pot, grow this in a small garden bed. It's $69.99. Fabulous, fabulous deal, $69.99. And it's also got a 2-year-old head, and it's going to have fabulous white blossom this spring. So beautiful
nice
deal.
Established.
But it does two things. It makes you realize how cheap those 6-footers are.
Yeah.
Because this is $10 dearer and it's a 4-footer. But this 6-footers aren't for everyone. If you've got a small garden bed or a big pot, this is the answer for you. Maybe it'll fit in your courtyard and give you that beautiful Japanese blossom feel.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both of those deals on those cherries are really cheap.
That's reduced from $149, I think.
Don't miss out on these deals, guys. Growers Direct Flash Sale happening live right now. Limited quantities. Head over to the website if you want to purchase now, or come in on the long weekend.
Now I want you to look at this. This is the softest pink, and a little bit of colour is great for your what's that? Yeah, great for your Hamptons garden. And this is Apple Blossom Carpet Rose, and it's the softest pink that you can find. The buds are a little bit pinker than this, and this is a hardy, fast-growing thing. It'll flower for 4 or 5 months of the year. Beautiful, it's evergreen, beautiful dark green foliage, and it's more of a ground cover than a rose, but mass planted, beautiful soft pink. And what can look really nice is if you mix it up with the white one, so it's white and soft pink look beautiful together.
All right, awesome. If you're loving our deals here on the Growers Direct Flash Sale,
that is 19. Now, most nurseries, you're well over $20 just for a little tiny one in a 5-inch pot. That's $19.99 for a great big bushy one in an 8-inch pot. And this is your white carpet rose here, and it's also $19.99. And you can blend that with the apple blossom and get a beautiful sort of soft pink and white flavour together. Or you can mass plant your white one, and your white, fabulous for mass planting. I did a garden design recently. I think we did over 100 of these all around the driveway, and it'll make an incredible show. So really, really tough. Developers often use them in property development, like where they want to mass plant something and have a low maintenance, mass flowering plant. White carpet rose, fabulous.
Absolutely beautiful. You can see the pics up there behind Chris, and you can head over to our Growers Direct Flash Sale now if you want to get any of these items, limited quantities at great prices as part of this flash sale.
So here we have a Smaragd conifer, and normally $129.99, $69.99. Now $69.99 is really good for an advanced one like this. This is quite a big tree, and what's good, it's in a sort of a topiary. It gives it that sort of formal topiary look. Grow this in a pot, you know, out on the front veranda. Put it, you know, at the entrance of a stairway or something like that. Beautiful conical shape, softest green, lovely soft foliage to touch. Beautiful plant to have in the garden. It's Murag conifer, normally $129.99. These are $69.99. Where I've been selling a few of these is where people are perhaps doing up a house to sell, and these are a nice big plant for a cheap price. Give you that sort of established look, you know?
Yeah, and they're really good for lining a driveway or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, and in that sort of soft foliage, soft green, really does well in a Hamptons-style garden. Beautiful.
All right, we'll go to our last item here for the Hamptons Gardens, and then we're going to launch our next flash sale.
Now, this is white thyme. Lovely thyme fragrance. Now, white thyme, you can plant it in amongst your paving, use it as a ground cover, even use it as a little mini lawn. It'll take a little bit of foot traffic, so you wouldn't put in a high traffic. If you're making a little mini lawn and it's a high traffic area, put some pavers through it and step on the pavers. But what white thyme does, it starts flowering in November and flowers like crazy right through to the end of February. So masses of just amazing, it'll just be a beautiful sheet of white, and it stays low and flat, beautiful to walk on. I had some customers in here before. We did a Hamptons-style garden, and they're putting 200 of these in the garden. Now, what are these ones here? The white thyme, normally $10.99. They've been reduced to $6.99. That's sort of less than I normally have to pay for them from the grower. So
absolutely amazing. All right, so that concludes our Hamptons Gardens products here as part of the flash sale. We are going to, those of you who are on the other social platforms, you can remain, because Chris is about to kick off the hottest, what is it? It's not the hottest 100, but it's like the hottest 40 or 50 or something.
30 or 40 it is.
30 or 40 hottest products from our recent flash sales. And he's going to talk about those. We're going to just shut down one of our platforms, which is TikTok, and then we'll get the next flash sale up. But Chris, maybe you want to go over how people can purchase and maybe why you chose these top 30 to 40.
Yeah. Okay, so what we noticed is that some items were 10 times more popular than other items. And so what we thought, to create a really exciting segment, we thought we'd concentrate those super popular items all together into one concentrated thing, so that a person who was maybe doing up a house to sell, maybe fixing up their garden, could just buy the hot numbers and buy them cheap. And so these are great deals. These are great deals. And they're great deals. Like, sometimes people do great deals on things that nobody wants because they need to get rid of them. But these are the great deals on the things that everybody wants, the things that people are desperate for, and you've got a great deal on the things that people want. So for a great deal on the things that people want, these are the answer.
Absolutely beautiful. All right, we're coming back live here on TikTok, and I'll just announce it quickly for the TikTokers, and we are going to now present you the hottest items from our recent flash sales. That is exactly what we're doing. Chris is going to go over these hottest items. If you're watching us on any of the social platforms, please like, love, and share. Leave comments in the comment section below if you have any questions related to the flash sale. Otherwise, if you have a question for Chris in regards to gardening, you can head over on Mondays. We have a live Q&A, Monday 12 p.m.
Yep.
There's a live Q&A with Chris. If you have any gardening questions or you need some gardening advice, you can join us there. Otherwise, welcome to our next part in the flash sale, which is our hottest items list.
Right, now we'll start off with this one here. This is a Jeffers Red Maple. Now, if you go down to your local nursery, this one here is about 2.6 metres tall, and ask for a 2.6 metre Jeffers Red Maple, so they'll be talking $300. Now, we sell these ones here we sell them real cheap. We sell them for $129.99, but the grower wants to clear a bit of a number of them, and we're doing these for $89.99. Now, this is basically an advanced tree for $89.99, and it's no ordinary tree. It's a Jeffers Red Maple. Now, I believe that most red maples should only be grown in the mountains, because they wilt and they struggle and don't grow well on the hot lowlands. And most of Victoria's hot lowlands. So if you live in Shepparton, Bendigo, Ballarat, even if you live out here where we are in Campbellfield, if you live somewhere where it's hot, low rainfall, poor soils, your Jeffers Red, which is a hybrid between a silver maple and a red maple, is much, much hardier than all the other red maples. And then to get them for $89.99, there's 20 of them. I think they'll go in a flash. $89.99, 20 Jeffers red. Fantastic deal. 2.6 meters tall. Wonderful.
Absolutely beautiful. It's all part of our Growers Direct Flash Sale. We're now looking at our hottest items list here today. These are in limited quantities, only available for the next week or until they're sold out.
Now, decent 5-screen lily pillies have been really hard to get. The reason being is that people are really going for these because there's a beetle that eats most of the different lily pillies on the market. It adores the old neighbours be gone. It ravishes your backyard bliss. You put it in the backyard bliss and they're reduced to a skeleton in no time. But this one here, the bugs don't touch it. It grows like crazy and the bugs don't touch it. And instead of being expensive and hard to get, instead of $32.99, beautiful big 8-inch pots, $19.99. Plant them about 1 metre apart. They'll grow 4 or 5 metres tall. Cut them off at the height that you want and cross your arms and smile at the neighbours who are having their backyard bliss decimated by the beetles because you've got fire screen lily pillies.
Absolutely. Could line a driveway, block out the neighbours. What height would they be suitable
5 metres. 5 metres and then $19.99.
Wow.
So that's only going to cost
crazy.
Yeah. So what we have here, now what I'd love a nice big 12-inch pot so we can show them. Let's skip this one. We'll show them a nice 12-inch pot.
All right, we're going to just skip the asparagus.
We'll come back to that. We'll do the next one.
We'll get our next one out, which is, here it comes. Now these are our hottest items. You can purchase any of these at our Growers Direct Flash Sale, which is on the website, or you can call in store 03 9359 3331. We deliver Victoria wide. If you want to pick up any of these deals, do it right now. Only limited quantities apply.
Now, if you've got a new garden and you're just starting out and you know that you've got to put a weeping cherry out the front, do the cottage garden over here, and your wife wants a few fruit trees out the back, well, here's the best lemon to grow south of the divide is a Eureka lemon. Eureka lemon, not too thick in the skin, not too many prickles, beautiful big, great lemon for cooking and, you know, squeezing over your fish and everything like that. But often it costs you 40, 50, 60 bucks to get a lemon tree. These are nice little lemon trees, but they're not too little, and they're 15 bucks, and they're the Eureka lemon, which is the best lemon to grow south of the divide. You can grow one in a pot, grow one in the garden, but fabulous buying at 15 bucks. So if you're struggling to get your new garden going, got a lot of demands on you, go for these at 15 bucks and go for a Eureka lemon if you're south of the divide.
Absolutely, can't go wrong. Grow your own food with our hottest list here, our hottest garden list of our Growers Direct Flash Sale. All right, we'll go to the next one.
Now, when I'm making my guacamole, I don't use lemon. My secret is lime. It just adds that extra bit of sweetness. You've got the citrus bit of it, you've got that extra bit of sweetness, and what you need is a Tahitian lime. And it's good reason. I can't believe when I buy a lime down in Coles, they're about $1 each. And so nearly more expensive than the avocado I put it on.
Jeez.
And so Tahitian limes, 15 bucks, down from 19.90 to 15 bucks, and they're only small, but don't be fooled. These will grow in no time to produce beautiful big limes.
Fantastic investment there, Tahitian lime.
Yeah.
$1 per lime. You can sell it to your neighbours.
Yeah, some people reckon you should buy crypto, but I reckon buy a lime.
Yeah, I think Tahitian lime.
Better than crypto.
All right, circling back to the asparagus Foxtail Fern.
So what it is Emlyn actually planted one of these at one of the studios where he works occasionally, and he's got the most beautiful photo on the website of one of these after 1 year. And that's what I wanted to
so quick, I was shocked.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, so we've got little ones like this, and these are the best priced ones in Melbourne. Normally you're paying 30 or 40 bucks for just a little one like this. We've got them for $19.99. But what I wanted to show you is what you're really going to get. Plant them in, give them a bit of water and fertilizer, put them in a pot, grow them on the balcony, put them in the garden. They make a wonderful feature. Grow them in the sun, grow them in the shade. Probably the most versatile plant we sell here. They look great with silver dichondra around them. But what's interesting is that I'd say by next Christmas, this one here will look like that.
Wow. Yeah, super quick.
Yeah,
and they're really beautiful.
And I've had a lot of people come in here and say, oh, Chris, I'm so glad. I've looked everywhere for foxtail ferns and we just couldn't find them. So we have got foxtail ferns here, but not only we've got foxtail ferns here, but instead of paying $24.99, you're only paying $19.99.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. All part of our Growers Direct Flash Sale. You need to get in quick. There are limited quantities on all of these items, so you need to move fast. If you want to get them, you can do it online right now on our website. Just go to the Growers Direct Flash Sale, which is on the front banner of the website, or you can call into the store 1477 Sydney Road, Campbellfield, and just purchase them here in person if you want to do that.
Okay, right now, if maybe you've got a busy highway out in front of your place and you need to block a bit of noise. Maybe you've got a yucky old dusty dirt road and you need to block a bit of dust and dirt. Maybe you've got some weird neighbours next door that are dumping car bodies and doing strange things and you need to block them out. But whatever the situation that you've got, you plant these, and if you water and fertilise these well, you could have these up, say, 3 metres in 2 years, no problems at all. So 3 metre block out in 2 years. They're called Leighton's Green Cypress. They're hardy, they're fast growing. Plant them in just a bit over a metre apart and just create a wall of green in no time. You can trim them, you can shape them, do a formal style, do a loose style, do a wild style. There's all different styles you can do with them. Look them up on the website. But what's interesting is normally you'd be paying $30, $40 for something that's well over a metre tall. These are $9.99, and we've got a couple of thousand of them that we're going to move. So $9.99, Leighton's Green Cypress. Fantastic.
That looks like one of our crazy below cost deals, that one there.
Yes,
There's a few of them hidden in here. I mean, everything's good value, but now and then you'll get something occasionally that's very, very cheap. So yeah, don't miss out on that deal.
Now, this is your Dichondra repens, and your Dichondra repens, people use them, they plant them around their stepping stones, put them along the path. You can, in shady areas where you can't grow grass, you can plant these and grow them into a lawn, grow them as a ground cover, put them as an undercover in your pots. So very versatile, grow almost anywhere. And we normally sell these for $3.99, which is really, really cheap. Cheap as you'll get them in Melbourne, but right now they're $2.99. So $2.99 Dichondra repens.
That's crazy. That sounds like that's below cost as well.
I think it might be. So here we have English box in 3-inch, and nice little plants. Now, basically, these have been reduced to $2.29. So $2.29 from $2.69, which is a really great price. Plant 5 of these to the metre, and in 2 years you'll have a beautiful English box hedge, and you'll do it for peanuts.
Yeah, they look actually pretty big for a 3-inch pot.
Yeah, they're good, really good value for that.
All right, cool. So it's all part of our Growers Direct Flash Sale. You can head over to the website. You can purchase these products right now. We're looking at our hottest lists right now, our hottest items list right now that we had from these flash sales.
Now, not everybody want to wait 2 years for the English box hedge. So if you're in a hurry, maybe you're putting a property on the market, you're in a hurry to get yourself an instant English box hedge, these ones, plant 5 of these to the metre. That'll be shoulder to shoulder. They're 8-inch pots. We normally sell them for $16.99. These are $9, and $16.99 is cheap for 8-inch pot in English box, but these ones here are $9.99. So $9.99, plant 5 to the metre, and then after you plant them, give them a little trim, and with a spring growth, you'll have a beautiful established hedge. People will look at it, and they won't know whether it's been in for 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. It'll be the perfect little English box hedge. It'll look great with a little trim straight after you plant it, and it'll look fabulous with the spring growth.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Get those now while they're on sale. They're $9.99 at the moment. Growers Direct Flash Sale happening right now. Limited quantities.
Now, this is your Seaside Daisy. Now, your Seaside Daisy, sometimes people come in and they want a beautiful big long border. Maybe they want to grow a 20 or 30 metre long border, and they want it to be low maintenance. Well, Seaside Daisy, 1 trim a year, 1 feed a year, hardly ever water it, and you've got a beautiful, almost zero maintenance border or hedge with a sort of a relaxed informality, and they flower for 9 or 10 months of the year. So you've got flowers for 9 or 10 months of the year, almost no maintenance, beautiful lush hedge, easy to grow, anybody can grow them. I'd plant them at the rate of about 2.5 per metre. So if you work out you've got 20 metres, you'd plant 50 of them.
Yeah.
And so big, long, low maintenance border, maybe on your country garden, maybe in your beach house or something like that. Seaside daisies, very little water requirement, very little maintenance, wonderful plants. And normally you pay $9.99 at our store, which is cheap. I think they're $12.99 at the big stores, but right now they're $6.99.
Yeah, absolutely. Very beautiful indeed, and good prices in this Growers Direct Flash Sale happening right now, live right now, limited quantities on all of the products you see here today.
I was driving around looking for a bit of content in the suburbs, and I saw this beautiful little bush about 1 metre tall, covered in fabulous bright pink flowers. At any rate, I used my phone and Googled exactly what it was. It was the first time I'd seen it, and it's called Pink Owl, and it's an Escallonia. Now, what's interesting is that these have just finished flowering, and then if you look at this one here, there's a whole new set of flower buds coming. So what it does is this will start flowering in September, and the flowers will fade a little, and just as they fade, a whole new set of buds come. So it flowers in waves, and it'll flower right through till May.
That's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, now, it's come back second flower.
So it's a very useful bush. Where I first saw it, it was just a beautiful specimen in a nice cottagey kind of garden, but I've since seen it used as a hedge. So you can use this as a hedge, you can use it as a pot plant. It's a nice compact evergreen, and beautiful, brilliant pink flowers, flowering like that. And we've got these for Escallonia Pink Owl, not $29.99, but $19.99.
Wow,
and that's
crazy.
Nice big. A lot of people are selling 6-inch pots for that. That's a nice big bushy 8-inch pot for $19.99.
That is big for an 8-inch pot.
Better than what most people are selling these 6-inch pots for.
What did you say? $19.99. Yeah, that's crazy for those. All right, guys, don't forget all of these products are available at our Growers Direct Flash Sale. These are real deals happening right now, and they're not going to last. There's only limited quantities. We're open all long weekend. Or if you don't want to come in, you can just purchase them online right now.
Okay, so what we've got here is Festuca Elijah Blue. Now, Elijah Blue, some of your blue fescues get covered in seed, get brown leaves all over them. This one stays a beautiful icy blue and stays very, very compact. It sort of spreads out in just a beautiful low amount of blue. So if you want a really reliable one of these, you can use them as a border, plant patches of them in the garden. Beautiful sort of icy blue contrast to other plants. And what's great about these is they're normally $14.99, and right now we've got them for $7.99 in a 6-inch pot. Nice bushy little plants, great sort of landscape design accent plant.
Absolutely beautiful bushy little landscape plants, as Chris just mentioned there. And leave us some likes and loves if you love what Chris has done here for you guys today. He's got these incredible deals. We want to get this Growers Direct Flash Sale as far and wide as possible, don't we, Chris?
Yeah, we do. We want everyone to know about it, because it's everyone is going to have access to the fields, to the sort of prices you get direct from the fields.
Like and love and share. Yeah. That's it. Love and share and like.
Now,
all that stuff.
Now, if you were to look closely at these flowers here, each of these flowers looks like a little butterfly, and it's sometimes called a butterfly bush. Now, what's great about Garas is you can get them in white, light pink, or dark pink, and they flower for 6 or 7 months of the year. They flower and they flower and they flower. Some of them, one like this pink one here, is going to grow 80 or 90 centimeters tall and just flower and flower and flower. Great sort of filler in amongst your roses or something like that. Now, these, if you go to one of your big stores, you'll find that these are $12.99. On a normal day at Hello Hello, they're $9.99, but these ones here are $6.99. So $6.99, beautiful pink Garas. It's a great price.
Absolutely insane prices here today on the Growers Direct Flash Sale. All right, move along to our next product. Hottest items list now, we are going through right now.
Now this one here is White Gara. Now the great thing about your White Gara, going back a few years ago, the White Gara had a pink bud, but they've bred that pink out of the bud, and now your White Gara has a white bud and a white flower. So if you want a classy green and white garden, you can now grow Garas in your green and white garden. You can grow it in your Hamptons garden, because it's genuinely no pink buds. It's white on white with beautiful green foliage, no purple in the foliage. So it's really been designed for your Hamptons garden or for your classic green and white look. And they flower for months and months and months. They grow 70 or 80 centimeters tall, flower for 6 or 7 months of the year. White Gara, beautiful cottage plant, beautiful in your Hamptons garden, lovely classic style. Now, you'd normally expect to pay $14.99 for something like that in most stores. We've got these for $6.99 at the moment.
Perfect. Don't sleep on these deals, guys. They will not last. Go get them right now. Growers Direct Flash Sale. Or you can give us a call. The sales staff are waiting for your call patiently. 039359 3331.
Yeah. Now, these are a really useful plant. I mean, grow these in a pot. It's called Heliochrysum licorice. They grow surprisingly big. Now, you can clip these into a shape, into a ball, or into a box type shape. You can grow them in a pot, grow them in the garden. You can grow them as a hedge. You can grow them in your cottage garden. I've used them where one garden had this giant drainage channel through it, and the owner, and we had to leave it there because the water and that had to go through and dispose of water, and we planted it and they covered over the top of the drainage channel, like so we planted it and the water could still move underneath them. So very, very useful plant. It's a very unbelievably fast grower. Normally they're a bit expensive and hard to get. Our normal price is $9.99. These ones here are $6.99. Beautiful, healthy plants, and lots of uses for them.
Now, I have a question. Do they actually smell like licorice, do they? Or is that just I've got no idea why they call them licorice. But anyway, here we have boxleaf privet. Now, boxleaf privet gives you that beautiful instant box-style hedge. And these ones here need a little bit of fertilizer, but they're really beautiful big ones. So if you wanted to grow a hedge anywhere between, say, 2 foot and 6 foot, boxleaf privet is one of the fastest, cheapest hedges you'll ever get your hands on. And right now, instead of charging $9.99, these beautiful 6-inch pots here are $5.99. So $5.99, plant 3 to the metre, very cheap and very fast to grow an English box-style hedge in the sort of 80 centimetres to 2 metre category, size category. All right, guys, all part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Don't miss out on these deals. They really will go. We had a customer in the other day and she was asking about some hydrangeas at the crazy flash sale prices we had, and now it was all finished.
Yeah.
And she was devastated.
That's what happens.
That's what happens, guys. Yeah. Don't sleep on the deals. They're real deals. They will not last.
Yeah. So here we've got a black tulip magnolia. Now, your black tulip magnolia has beautiful dark. What happens? It'll lose its leaves in autumn. These are grafted. They're sexually mature, and I can see 3 or 4 buds on each plant. So these are going to have the beautiful black tulip on them this spring. Now, they're normally very hard to get because they're grafted. It's not really a mass-produced one. It's a sort of a hand-crafted one. And anyway, you'd normally expect to pay $89.99, and these ones here are $59.99. Wow. So $59.99. Black tulip magnolia. Now, we've done a fabulous video of these. It's one of the most popular videos we've ever done. I think it's had 1 million views.
1.5 million views.
Yeah. So pop on and have a look at it, and then buy yourself one of these. I think it's one of the deciduous magnolias. It's rather a compact one, and it's one of the best looking ones on the market.
That's absolutely right here today. All part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. We're looking at the hottest listed items. These deals won't last, limited quantities.
Okay, so here we've got the Crisps Pink Apple, and this is basically a miniature pink lady. So Crisps Pink, miniature pink lady apple, it's everyone's favourite. Buy it in a small form, and we normally sell these for $15.99. Most stores you'd pay $30 or $40 for them, but these are below cheap. They're $10.99. So $10.99, beautiful metre tall crisp pink apple. Add one of these to your orchard. Grade it, like add one of these, and then you've got a $15 lemon tree, and you've got a $10 apple tree, and you've got your orchard on the way.
You got your whole orchard for under $50.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And hello to Michael on TikTok. He says from Melbourne. Now, these deals are available to everyone all over the place, aren't they, Chris?
Yeah.
We deliver far and wide, Victoria far and wide, and interstate to certain capacities. These deals will not last. They are a limited quantity, and that's why it's a flash sale. This isn't just like a sale that goes on forever. You definitely want to get onto this. Leave us some likes and loves as well. Chris is loving those likes and loves as they come through. It also helps other people discover this live.
Yeah.
So it can be shared further.
Yeah. Don't keep it under your hat. Let your friends know where they can get some cheap plant deals and some great plant deals.
That's right. And if there's any suppressed loves or likes, let them out right now.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're holding back, let go.
Let go.
Yeah. So here we have a Sweet Cheeks apple. It's a little apple that the kids are going to love. So it's a sweet, tiny little apple that the kids will love. Take to kinder with them. And so we normally sell them cheap for $15.99. Right now they're $10.99.
Crazy. Absolutely. And look how big they are too for $11. Yeah. That's nuts. These deals won't last, guys. Growers Direct Flash Sale. It's going to be over before you know it.
Now, Nandinas are one of the most popular plants. Grow them as a pot plant. Grow them along the edge of your driveway. Grow them as a border. Mass plant an area with them. They're very, very low maintenance. They're very, very hardy. They're great for commercial great for commercial landscapes, you know, mass planting around factories and shops and things like that, because they're such low maintenance. And know that in a sort of a high traffic area, have a look at them there. If you squash them down, they don't break, they just lay over and pop back again. So really a very hardy, practical plant. My dad always used to plant Nandinas up the driveway of any of his nursery properties because they didn't break easily, you know. So Moon Bay Nandinas, you'd normally expect it, and they're going to have beautiful red and orange and yellow colours in the autumn. Normally $12.99. These are $7.49. So $7.49. So you'll be able to afford to mass plant these on your country property, your factory, your shop, your house, whatever.
They make fantastic borders as well. That's the Nandina Moon Bay for only $7.49. Is that right? It's crazy.
Now this is Nandina Blush. Now Nandina Blush is an Osbreed one, and so you can see the colour starting to rise in this. So what your Nandina Blush does is it produces good colour for much more of the year than your common Nandina, so your common dwarf Nandina. So it's a special, this is a special Nandina, and these ones here, normally you'd pay, most stores you'd pay over $30 for a nice big 8-inch pot blush, and these ones here are $13.99. So $13.99 for a nice big bushy 8-inch blush Nandina.
Absolutely crazy prices. These are the times to get these deals, guys. Growers Direct Flash Sale will open all long weekend, but I doubt that all of these products will be available for long. You can head over to our website and go to the Growers Direct Flash Sale page. It is live right now, but these deals will not last. They're limited quantity, and especially the ones which are below cost for us. You guys are getting crazy deals, so definitely leave us some likes, loves. Share this live far and wide. We'll send out emails, we'll keep you notified. If you're doing up a brand new garden, now's probably a good time to do it. Or if you're, refreshing a garden even. You got good products for all of those things, right?
Yeah, now here's a beautiful Nandina, and this is normally an expensive, hard to get Nandina. And have a look at the colour. It's got plenty of colour in here. Beautiful fine foliage. This is a dense, small growing one, a very neat little one. And it's called Gulfstream, and normally you'd expect to pay $15 or $16 each for nice bushy ones, like that there. But these ones here are $8.99. So $8.99 for Gulfstream Nandina, a fabulous deal.
Absolutely insane, bonkers deals here, guys. These are our hottest listed items from the last Growers Direct Flash Sales that we ran.
Now these have been very popular. These are an evening primrose, and it's it's the softest pink you'll get your hands on. Beautiful, beautiful foliage. And now these spread and they flower for 4 or 5 months of the year, and just masses. If you plant a patch of these in your garden, you'll just have a sheet of pink all through the heat of summer. And it's a gorgeous soft pink, and it's called evening primrose. And I think it's a very romantic plant to put into your Hamptons garden or your cottage garden or your sort of classic kind of garden.
And what's the price on those, Chris?
You wouldn't believe it, it's $6.99.
$6.99 each, absolutely insane. You would not get them at that price any other time. Growers Direct Flash Sale live right now. Let's go to our next product.
Now, Pitosrums are one of the fastest, toughest hedges around, and if you plant these ones properly and water and fertilize them well, be nothing to have them up 6 foot in 12 months. A 6 foot bushy hedge, plant them 90 centimeters or a meter apart, and normally this size like this you'd expect to pay about $30 each at your local nursery, but we've got these ones here for $14.99. Wow. So $14.99, beautiful big Pitosrums, $14.99.
Absolutely, that really is a crazy deal for those. Again, limited quantities, great for doing a hedge or a border. Growers Direct Flash Sale happening right now.
Now these are Blue Pratia. Now Blue Pratia, this is a plant that people mass plant around their paving, and it has a beautiful little soft blue flower. You can use this in your Hamptons garden, plant it around your paving, plant a little lawn, use it as a little ground cover in your cottage garden, even plant it as a border. It's a really useful little plant. And instead of paying instead of paying $8.99, these are $2.99. So $2.99, only 200 available.
Yeah, nuts.
Yep.
That one's a nuts deal. That's one of the below cost deals happening right there as part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Only a few of those left. Yeah, 200, as Chris said.
Now this is your ribbon fern. Now you can put this in the bathroom, put it in the kitchen, put it in a little shallow dish of water, and it loves a sort of a humid spot. Normally an expensive little indoor plant. You can grow it out in the fernery. Normally expensive little indoor plant. We normally sell these for $16.99. These are $9.99. So $9.99. Great little indoor addition.
Perfect for your indoor area. Absolutely. Growers Direct Flash Sale live right now. Let's go, guys.
Yeah. So this is your lime larva, correctly known as Scleranthus biflorus, and this is a gorgeous little plant. And looking at that, you wouldn't believe, but this is an Australian native, and it grows up above the snow line, and it loves a hot sunny spot. So it gives you that mossy look. So when the snow melts and it's sitting out there, it's just full sun all day long. So it takes the full sun, no worries, and loves lovely loose soil, a bit of water, a bit of fertilizer. But you can make beautiful. If you look on our website, we've got beautiful photos of your lime larva. Fabulous plant to have. And you can grow it in a pot, grow it. I've got them, just as you walk in the nursery, I've got beautiful big bowls of lime larva. They look fabulous, lime larva and black pebbles. But you can use them in all types of gardens. A really wonderful sort of landscape accent plant, but keep them out in the sun. They're very, very tough. Plant them in nice loose soil, water and fertilizer, and you're in business. Now these normally $24.99, virtually half price at $16.99. So $16.99 for these aren't 6-inch pots, they're beautiful big 8-inch pot lime larvas.
Yeah, really good deals here happening on the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Looking at our hottest flash sale items right now. This is live right now, so people are purchasing them in the store. I'm seeing people going crazy already in the store. You don't want to miss these deals, guys. Growers Direct Flash Sale. You can scan that QR code next to Chris's head if you can do that through your phone. Otherwise, head over to our website where you'll find the page.
Yeah, and before you go, give us a like or a love.
We need some likes and loves.
How about a like and a love?
Chris is desperate for some likes and loves, so if you are watching us right now, but also, actually, all jokes aside, it actually just helps to get other people to find this live. So if you want to help other people, you want to be one of those people that actually help people, that's all you have to do is just get your little finger out there and tap the love button, isn't it?
Maybe grandma would like a few nice plants and you let her in on it.
Absolutely. We just covered all those roses. Grandma would love that.
Yeah. Maybe your mum.
Your mum, grandma.
Yeah. Maybe you've got some kids that are struggling to get a garden together.
Oh, that's a perfect gift for your kids.
Yeah. Just let them know.
That's it. Growers Direct Flash Sale. It definitely helps by sharing and liking and loving. Liking and love.
So what we've got here is chalk sticks. Now chalk sticks is a zero maintenance plant. We've got the most wonderful video of these up on YouTube, and you can grow these in a coastal situation, grow them in a windswept situation, a drought situation, a rotten soil situation, and they make the most beautiful silvery ground cover. And then you can contrast them with sort of nice purples and greens and things like that. So they're a fabulous landscape tool, great around factories in commercial situations. They're almost indestructible, and they've got that sort of bright, interesting look to them. And they're the chalk stick, normally $6.99 down to $5.99. Most stores are selling these $12, $13, $14 for nice ones like this.
Yeah, especially that size.
Yeah, $5.99, great size.
All right, next item here on the Growers Direct Flash Sale.
Right, so what we have here is this is your straight and narrow lily pilly. So this is one that grows like, it's the pencil pine of the lily pilly world. And at any rate, if you've got a very narrow place, you want a nice evergreen plant in a very narrow, maybe you've got a bed that's only 40, 50 centimetres wide, and you want a tall, narrow one that doesn't come out and interfere with the drive or something like that. But basically a tall, narrow, low maintenance green screen. It's your straight and narrow lily pilly, and they're normally a bit hard to get and a bit expensive. $40 is our normal price on nice 8-inch pots. These ones here are $19.99. So $19.99, 8-inch pot, straight and narrow lily pilly. You can afford to plant a couple of dozen of them at that price.
Absolutely, that is fantastic. They make a great little border. They're very dense, very beautiful. All right, we're on to this is our last product for this category of the flash sale.
And this one here is a really, this is a Zanzibar Gem. Now I notice every time I go to a Chinese restaurant, there'll be half a dozen of these in the Chinese restaurant. I think they must be good luck or something like that. So, but also they're very low maintenance. The more you neglect them, the better they go. So you hardly, look up on the internet how to do it, but don't water them too much. Don't do too much with them, and just keep them inside or keep them in your alfresco area. Very hardy, wonderful plant. Now normally $50–60 for a nice big bushy one like this would be what you'd normally expect to pay. And these ones here are $21.99.
Yeah, it's really good.
We've had them up for last week and they've been a really hot item, and they'll be a hot item again this week, and this will be their last week on the market.
Yeah, and they look awesome, and they're good for indoors, as you say, right? Like that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's the hottest list from our current flash sale. I just want to quickly, before Chris has some last words, just want to thank everybody who's joined us and supported us on doing these growers flash sales. We've seen the loves and the likes, or the likes and the loves. I don't know what the difference is actually between the loves and the likes. Either they like us or they love us. But anyway, there's a lot of support here, which is very good, and we appreciate all the questions. If you did have a gardening question for Chris, you can join us on our live Q&A every Monday at 12 p.m. But I do want to stress that these deals will not last. We have seen them selling out. Each time we've done a Growers Direct flash sale, it's not a gimmick. These actually sell out, and some of these products are actually below cost for us, so you definitely don't want to miss them. Chris, any final words?
I want to thank my staff. What it is, these Grower Direct flash sales, it's an enormous project that I've done with no extra staff. We haven't got around to getting extra staff for it. And what's involved is that we go out in the field, we talk to growers, we shoot videos in the field. This week, when we're out for 5 or 6 hours in the rose thing without water or shelter or anything like that, I nearly died of dehydration. And so did Jennifer, and but in store the staff have worked really, really hard to dismantle last week's displays and build new displays. And if you come in this weekend, you will be amazed by the Grower Direct flash sale displays. Amazing displays, beautiful displays. And I want to thank my staff and Tanya. Tanya's worked her socks off. Like, I go out and find the deals, she makes sure that the deals get paid for and get trucked in and put in position. So Tanya's done an incredible job above and beyond, and we've had lots of staff. Emlyn, my son, has done a real lot to keep it together. The boys have done a fabulous job organising all the plants so they can get them up on the table quickly, and girls have all done a wonderful job. There's lots of technical stuff happening behind the scenes, and it's all working. This is our third go, and it's working smoother and smoother and smoother. So thank you very much, and we'll see you again for another sale.
Yes, absolutely. So don't forget, these products are live right now. You can purchase them online at the Growers Direct Flash Sale. You can see the website just up above next to Chris there. That's the page where you can go down and start purchasing. Build your orchard, build your Hamptons garden, buy some roses for your mum, or just do your garden up.
We're open all this long weekend. There's free garden designs. There's still a few available. There's free garden designs. There's free delivery. There's lots and lots of help. And if you were to come in here, this is the best stocked retail nursery in Melbourne this weekend. It's like going to your own garden show, except you don't have to pay to come through the door.
All right, thanks very much, everyone. And we'll see you for our next Growers Flash Sale.
Thank you.